So welcome back, everyone, and my next guest is Stephen Sykes, and he is the certified business coach. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate you having me on today.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about what it is that you do.
Being a certified business coach, I work with business owners, entrepreneurs, executives who are successful and know they're successful, but are having trouble getting to that next level. So the way I approach them is through a very structured yet completely flexible curriculum where I work with them on things like time management, setting goals, setting priorities, helping them understand the communication process and behavioral processes in themselves and how they interact with their staff, their employees, and even their families.
So I want to get this clear, okay? Because you might be able to work with a management team, things like that, because it would be good for anybody. But how small of a business can you work with someone with one person? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
That's what I wanted to hear.
It doesn't matter how large the organization is, nor does it matter where that organization is located. I can be a business coach for any individual or organization anywhere in the world.
All right, so let's talk about how you accomplish what you do.
Great question. The way we, as Focal Point coaches, we're backed by the world-renowned Brian Tracy and Focal Point International. We use a structured curriculum, like I said, that is completely flexible and customizable, more importantly, based on the needs that I, as a coach, identify in a 1 to 2 hour initial session with you, my client, on what are the things that are preventing you from reaching your goals today.
Everything. But isn't it true? How many people out there are listening going, you know what, that's me. Time management, things like that that are so important. What's blocking you is basically it, right?
Exactly. And let's just drill down a little bit on time management. I often hear from business owners and executives a complaint that they are not able to spend time in the evenings or on the weekends at their child's soccer tournament because of work. And what we often find as coaches is that many of these owners or executives are not operating at the entrepreneurial level, which they should be, based on their position in the organization. They're operating more in a technical role, which is costing that company and that individual an enormous amount of financial resources because they're paying themselves, if you will, to do a $20, $25 technician job per hour versus the $200 an hour, for example, that executive is actually being paid. So if you're doing $25 an hour work and a $200 an hour salary, that's a big waste. We run into lack of ability to delegate all the time.
And I want to make this very clear for everybody. This is for any size business, even if you are somebody that's working out of your home. A lot of us are now. Is that okay too?
Absolutely.
Okay, and he's offering for everybody a 1 hour, what is this, a complimentary coaching session. This values at $500. What do they see with that?
What we'll do when we sit down together for this complimentary coaching session is I'll ask a series of questions based upon what I just said. What are the things that are preventing you from reaching your goals today? We'll explore those barriers. We'll understand what the risk mitigating factors are surrounding those barriers, and we'll gain clarity in whether or not it really even makes sense for me and that individual to work together, because what I do isn't for everyone. I'll put that out there.
Okay, who is it for?
It is for the executive business owner or entrepreneur that knows that they can do more. And so what my job is to make you, Carol Blonder, a better business person. You know your radio business, that's your job. My job is to have an understanding of your business, but to make you a better business person. And the way I do that is, as I described, is to work through a curriculum with you where we will go through exercises on clarity, not only gaining clarity in who Carol Blonder is, but gaining clarity on Carol's business and understanding and eliminating those things that are preventing Carol from reaching the goals that she has set for herself as success is defined for her.
And I'm going to add something to that. I believe that everybody should want to do better. Everybody should want to do more.
Completely agree. You know, Zig Ziglar once said that success is not a destination, it's a journey. I help individuals accelerate that journey.
And you can do it from anywhere, from anyone, because now today everybody can Skype, they can do it that way, over the phone.
Absolutely.
And again, let me give out some information on him. His phone number is 602-361-5200. His website is Stephen, and I'm going to spell it out, it's Sykes, so it's SYKES .focalpointcoaching.com. But I say call in here. Get yourself entered into win. It's a 1-hour complimentary coaching session. It's valued at a $500 value, free to you. And again, I say this a lot on the show. This is what networking is all about. If it's not for you, tell them, someone about it. So again, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. How do they see results? What do they see? How fast do they see it? How do you prove those results?
We will set tangible goals that are bound by time and clearly measurable. And we, generally speaking, achieve results within the first 90 days. We say to our clients, as a Focal Point certified business coach, you need to give me 90 days in order to work with you to establish some baselines and establish a flow, if you will, working together. We will cover a lot of ground in 90 days, but we will have much more ground to cover as we move forward in our relationship. You know, the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics has put out, as they continue to do, lots of data on new business establishments' longevity and their survival rates. And I'm looking
Listen to this. This is probably very interesting. Go ahead.
Looking at some data that takes us through 2010. And you know that 50% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years. 35% of those that are left fail within the next 10 years.
I got 10 more years?
Well, excuse me.
So in other words,
Bottom line on this is 1 out of 4 new businesses actually survive 15 years or longer. And as the years go beyond 2010, those numbers continue to decline. The thing about it is, in 2008, when the market went through such turmoil, that was the best time, as is still today. The best time. There's no better time to be in business than today. There's so much opportunity, and there's so much opportunity for growth, and the money's out there. The entrepreneurs that I've been talking to and working with are VC and angel fund seekers. Many of them have been very successful, and I have the privilege, and I'll call it privilege because I'm working with some quite brilliant young people as their business coach, and it's great to have that relationship and to get those big wins early on, because as we continue to make those goals, set those priorities, and we get those wins, that just drives both of us. So what's important to me as a business coach is to make sure that you're as passionate or more passionate about your business than I am, because at such time as that falls in your court, then we need to have a conversation if I become more passionate about your business than you are.
his phone number again is 602-361-5200, and he's offering for everybody a 1-hour complimentary coaching session. That's a $500 value, free to you. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check him out on his website. It's Sykes. It's SYKES .focalpointcoaching.com. Let's talk about the guarantee.
Sure. Our guarantee as a Focal Point coach is at any time during our relationship, if you feel that you're not achieving the value or receiving the value that you're paying for, then I'll refund your current month's retainer fee and wish you very well.
I say this all the time on my show. If you want to walk on water, get out of the boat. Give him a call. His phone number is area code 602-361-5200. It's Stephen Sykes, Sykes.focalpointcoaching.com.